On this episode of News Connect on City TV, we are finding out what are some of the major issues the various teacher unions are raising about the pre-tertiary education bill. My name is Kojo Achman. Stay tuned. We know that the Education Ministry and the various teacher unions had various meetings over this pre-tertiary bill. Why are the unions now taking a different stand?
Now, we have not had any consultative meeting with the ministry in the preparation of this bill.
How do you mean?
Last year, when we organized press conference on the pre-tertiary education bill, it was predominantly on the fact that we have not seen the draft bill, we have not made inputs into the draft bill, and we're calling on the ministry to present to us what it has sent to Parliament for our study and for our inputs to be made. We later got the bill. The teacher unions went off-site for days and worked on the draft bill. In that, we realized that they were now segregating the management of schools in this manner, that all basic schools will be under the district assemblies they find themselves, and all senior high schools will be under the various regional coordinating councils of education, and that the regional director will be appointed by the president, and so on and so forth. And we realized that this is going to, one, divide teachers, put teachers under different management and administration, also ensure that progression in the service is truncated. It's also going to affect promotions, because we may not have unified conditions of promotion. It will also affect transfer. We will not have unified conditions of transfer, because you are employed by the district. Who is going to move you from that district to another district? You have to resign from that district before, and so on and so forth. It will encumber teachers and it will affect us adversely.
At all material time, there are two key things that the teachers in Ghana have fought for. Number one is a unified condition of service and a unified teaching service. I repeat, a unified condition of service and a unified teaching service. For example, between 1951 up to 1958, it took the Industrial Relations Act of 1958 to bring all teachers together. Then thereafter, teachers started fighting for a unified service where teachers could call their own. And that was achieved in 1974, where we had the Ghana Teaching Service under the NRC Degree 247. And this was reinforced in 1975 by the NRC Degree 357. But unfortunately, in 1982, PNDC Law 42 came to abolish or dissolve the Ghana Education Service Council. When that happened, our forebears, our fathers stood up again and brought it to the attention of government. Now look, at all material time, these were the two things that we've always yearning for: a unified condition of service and a unified teaching service.
What is your fear if government decides to segregate the management of the various public schools? What is there to be afraid of?
I think that, like Angel said, fear for the unions or
your members
or all the people of this country. Let's not limit it to unions. The issue at stake is a national issue, and people should be seeing it from that angle than to pretend as if it's only a matter for the unions. Like we have said this morning, Angel has repeated it. If you do those segregation, we're asking a question. 272 districts, are they going to have different conditions of service? Are they going to have different schemes of service? This is questions that we are asking.
Have you reached out to the Education Ministry over these concerns?
Unfortunately, the Education Ministry has not engaged the unions. That is why we are here today. They have not engaged us. Last year, we raised issues we got the bill. We met something they call what is it? I am Interministerial Coordinating Committee. They proposed to meet us again. That meeting didn't take place. Parliament invited us. We've been there twice. We raised issues. And they said, look, they are here to make laws. The issues you are raising, go and sort it out with your sector ministry. That is why this press conference. If the ministry engage the unions earlier before presenting a draft bill or what have you, will not be.
Have you engaged the ministry after these concerns?
That is why this press conference. So we are submitting our position to the ministry. And we pray that when they get this, they will engage us to see the way forward.
Just look at where we are coming from. Then suddenly, there is this particular bill, the Pre-Tertiary Education Bill 2019, intends to do about four things. Four things. Number one, to isolate the basic education, that's the KG, primary, and GHS, and hand it over to the district assemblies, metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies. Then the senior high schools will then go under the Regional Coordinating Council. The third one is that the technical and vocational institutions will also be on their own under their own director general. Then finally, the Ghana Education Service will now stand on GES headquarters will now stand as a white elephant.
What will be the consequence of this if the department are segregated?
Look, there are three main things involved in contract of employment. You have the scheme of service, you have scheme of service, then you have the terms and conditions of service, and then we have the code of professional conduct. What is going to happen is this: each district is going to have its own scheme of service. When you say scheme of service, each district will now determine the entry point of each teacher, because the districts will now become the employers. The district now will become employers. And so if I am employing you, we will enter into a contract of employment. It means that out of all the districts we have in Ghana, each district is going to have its own scheme of service, its own condition of service, among other things. And that will be huge. That will be huge. And that is what we are saying, that look, it is not in the best interest of education.
We're calling on the Ministry of Education to withdraw the bill from Parliament and to further consultation and stakeholder engagement. We are also indicating that we have fought, our forebearers fought for the Ghana Education Service. Instead of destroying the Ghana Education Service, strengthen the Ghana Education Service. The Ghana Education Service is made up of teachers and non-teachers. Strengthen the Ghana Education Service to ensure that professional education is delivered everywhere.
The various teacher unions want the Education Ministry to withdraw the pre-tertiary education bill from Parliament for further consultations. My name is Kojo Ajman. That will be all for this episode of News Connect on City TV. Keep watching City TV.